really interesting. Wow. Yeah, really interesting how he considered the fold so heavily because people just under bluff in these $400 tournaments. It's really, really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, what are his bluffs? You know, like if we really think about it, like sure, ace high, like ace high has some showdown value if you had ace five, and when he raises the turn with maybe some backdoor diamond draw or something like that, he actually gets calls. And on this kind of board, like what hands do you have that you're folding?
And it's gonna have some misdraws and things too. So I think calling is the only option myself. Let's see if Boogaloo got away from it. Ooh, call is 6.
So this is close between call.
Really interesting. So call is 6, raise is 7,500 is 10 points. And I'm going to say he said that because this is a very bad player. And so he thinks the very bad player is going to stack off here with worse queens a lot. I'm going to guarantee that's what he's going to say. Very interesting, though. I thought call for sure was the right answer. I never am in this spot. I don't know. Interesting spot, too. I think this is a little bit of a lesson for everyone out there, too. A lot of times, the hands we want to float with, like this one, are better as raises. So this kind of falls in that category.
Yeah, and he was kind of an echo chamber for us there, saying, you know, we just get better hands to call and worse to fold. Yep. Like he's going to have some gut shots in his range. He's going to have spade draws. He's going to have king X. And we kind of, we kind of identify kind of what cards are going to be bad for us on future streets, and we're aware how to proceed on those cards.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's a very good point. You right.
That was the best. You didn't say anything. You won. Just straight up.
You won. I'm just
All right, so ooh, look at this. You're not opening this. You just looked at this. You're not opening.
Button cut off, hijack, low jack, under the gun one. You are right.
Come on now. Okay. I am. So let's see if he.
He's got to open it, or there wouldn't be a hand.
It would
I'm
be a
already
quick.
down on points.
You're already down on points in real life. Now, obviously, you're gonna cheat, but
I'm gonna evolve.
you're gonna adapt, right?
All right, let's play it.
I'm going to cry if he says he's folding here. Like, if he's like, yeah, you should be folding this in this kind of tournament, and you were actually right. All right, cool.
Wah, wah.
Like a spot where we have
Ah!
standard.
Yes!
And the reason is because queen.
I just want to say for the record, that this is the best 3-point score I've ever gotten in my life. Because the right answer was fold.
Right? But you heard what he said about the tables. This is a 3K.
Here comes the excuses. 10
The
points
excuses
fold.
to
It says
open
right
if your
here.
table is particularly tight and weak. Welcome to the $5 2K world. I mean, the $11 10K. I'm opening this, yeah, for sure.
This is the best 3 points of my life.
Oh, that's hilarious. And everybody's 50.
nailed it. What the hell kind of play is that from King Queen? Who does that?
What the hell? Yeah, so Mad Dog.
Jonathan Little's an absolute crusher, so it's nice to have him.
Yeah, I agree, and I
Just
always love
coaching.
playing right after sessions like this because I feel like my brain's warmed up. I'm thinking through things, and so it's a good way to start your session for sure.
Right. All right, guys, this is it.
What's up, Mike? You want to give a gist? He was saying Narco Cop was playing about D-pipping about 28% of hands. He had been very aggressive in this $10 buy-in, and here are the options to fold, to call, to raise to 1,200, raise to... What? Wait a minute, he made it 800, and my man's giving options to 12 and 1,400 ounces. So it's already getting kind of spicy. That's so nasty. To be on the site with these other crushers, well-known poker public figures is pretty exciting, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I didn't mention that when I was kind of giving a little intro here too. Assassinato, Matt Affleck, John Little, all coaches on the site, so very highly respectable, quality poker content.
Yep, Evan Jarvis as well. Remember Evan Jarvis, Matt Affleck, Assassinato, John Little.
Yeah, so I guess that just makes sense. He just have the ace of clubs in his hand. That's interesting, though. I
How
thought
many
that was
points you got?
interesting.
You didn't do that bad. 45.
I like how you just pat me on the back. You didn't do that bad. Well, yeah, good job, buddy. Like,
The back.
I remember I got the higher score in the first one. So, you know, we're 1 for 1, buddy.
I just want to know.
Calling, guys. Let's see if we're good.
Similar situation as pre-flop. I think pre.
All right, guys, we're checking, I guess. Oh, for fuck's sake.
One of the things I see people when it comes to poker is when you can get to the turn and there's an opportunity.
When you're facing a min raise or just a touch more than a min raise, and there's an ante in play, which is going to be the case in most tournaments, I think, going forward, you want to defend pretty wide. If your opponent's making a 2.
All right, cool. You're going 1,400.
I'm going 1,400, guys.
I'm gonna go call with the arm and just see what happens.
All right, and
I would fold in game though, for the record, in case that's the winning end.
You won. You win. I have to concede. You win.
14K.
14K, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Well, no, we cannot win. This is a pretty rough spot because damn it.
Mm-hmm. Where do you gonna get my chat? They like naughty things. They like just beer, alcohol, you know.
All right, let's do I can do a $10 ACR giveaway.
A $10 ACR giveaway courtesy of my man Toe. For me beating that ass heads up in this. Sorry. No, I'm kidding. We'll do this. We'll have to do it at least once a week, man. And then, you know, we'll do it. We'll do it every week a couple times.
So it's a tie.
I guess we got to give out $10 to each other's communities. We'll just do our own $10 free roll for each. Or does that sound fair?
Yes. You know what this means.
You win. I give his chat $10. Take it.
So that's cool because we have 2 ties and then a win from you and a win from me. This is like the epic battle. It's perfect. It's great.
Yeah, we're even Stevens.
This is awesome.
Take it.
I love it.
You know,
Stop. We got a giveaway going. Let's run the giveaway for the $10 ACR winner. Closing the giveaway. Drawing the winner. My man Sebs are getting the $10 ACR giveaway for this one.
Ready, set, go. It's the pokercoaching.com study stream. What up, guys? How you doing? We're back at it on this Saturday. Exclamation point PC in my chat or Six's chat. For you, get a link, sign up for free to pokercoaching.com. Get quizzes and homeworks and charts. Check it out. It's awesome. PC Discord in the chat for you to get to the Discord where there's giveaways and more study groups and all kind of shit going on. Good things happening. Sixes, what's up?
ain't a damn thing good. You know, no, I'm kidding. What's up, everybody? We are back from Vegas. Excited. I think I missed a couple weeks, so this is my first week back, and I'm going to be gone next week. All pissed. But good to see you guys. Good morning, everyone. And yeah, we're excited to be back. Let's get better today. Poker coaching in my chat, poker coaching in Toe's chat. You guys know the drill. We're going to pick somebody, and the winner will get a $5 holla. So get it in there. What's up, Praying Gaming? And what's up, Toe Army? Good to see you guys.
Yep, poker coaching, all one word in the chat for you guys to sign up for the giveaway. We'll draw one winner from my stream, draw one winner from Six's stream. Have you guys compete for the $5. Good stuff, good stuff. Good morning, Beats. Tino, what up? Let's not get frostbite. Let's go. Stu, what up?
Frostbite.
How y'all doing? Bruce, thanks for the 23 months, buddy. I appreciate you. Moneymaker and Joey Sylvia are making deep runs in the main event. Nice. Contrast making deep runs in poker thanks to the Toe Army and the Sixes Mafia. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Congratulations.
Congrats. Make sure we got one eligible. You know the drill. Dead stream. One. I'm about to just snap roll it out of spite. All right, let's do it.
Ready to roll right away?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Tino, man, up for the Army. Congratulations, buddy.
Rolling.
What quiz do you want to do?
Let's. All these Romero solver practice looks good, especially after I had a chance to.
Oh, you want to get the hard stuff right away.
The hard stuff right away.
1690? No Faraz.
No Faraz. Piss. Yeah, we can start at 1690. The King Jack. He's not going to ask how you play this hand. He's going to ask specifically ranges, percentages. So this should be really good. So we're going to start with 1690. Praying gaming. Stay ready, my friend. You're up.
All right, let's do it.
So we're in the low jack with King Jack off. What percentage of hands should we be opening from this position?
Cut off hijack. What percentage of hands should we be opening from the low jack?
Here we go. Yeah. See, he's asking these percentages. He's not even asking about this hand. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This ain't what I signed up for. Like, yeah.
23 and 27 are so close too. Like,
makes a difference.
23 for Tino. World Series, super spreader. Yeah. Family's doing better, guys. Thanks for asking. Son feeling a lot better. Heidi coming better. We're still coughing up Smurfs, but other than that, we're doing pretty good. 19 for contrast. 23 for Tino.
27 feels wide. Praying Gaming says. Keto says 23. What up, Stoop?
Tino's our contestant right now, Desert, but don't worry. We'll probably get 4 or 5 quizzes in, so there'll be more opportunities for you. 23 starting to stream in. Beats, Bruce, both on the 23 train.
All right, Praying Gaming going 23.
Yeah, I don't know. It's more than 19 and somewhere around 27, so 27 or 23. It's one of those.
I don't know. The most aggressive option, right? I think it's 27, personally. Under the gun, you're going to be opening 15. You get slightly wider, +1, let's say 19. +2, you're at like 21, 23. The low jack, 27. High jack, 30. Cutoff, 35, 40. Button, 50. That's what I'm guessing. 27, my answer. I don't know.
Yeah, somewhere between 23 and 27 is my answer.
Yeah, I don't think it's definitely not going to be 15. That's like under the gun.
Yeah, I think 19 is too tight as well.
+1. That's a +1 range, right? Yeah. So, all right, let's go with 23 and see what James thinks.
23 for Tino. Let's find out.
We're opening 23% of hands here from the low jack. That's Jack 10 off plus King 4 suited plus 9-6 suited plus 5-4 suited plus and almost all pocket pairs except for pocket 2s. We open. Big blind comes along. 10-5 deuce. Flush draw. We bet 1/3. We're going to be doing high frequency small c-bet strategy here. What is the worst 10x hand that is mostly raised for value on this flop by the big blind?
Ooh, this is okay.
Ooh, which ones are check raising at 60 bigs?
What is the worst of these combos? Ace 10, King 10, Queen 10, Jack 10 that you're going to check raise for value? He's alluding that you're not check raising them all for value.
Yeah, so Ace 10, the obvious one. What's the weakest one?
Maybe it's just Ace 10. Do you think you're just only check raising Ace 10 here? Are you check raising King 10 plus, right? Are you check raising Queen 10 plus, Jack 10 plus? You know? Kiddo says King 10. Okay. King 10 for Stu as well.
Jack 10.
I feel like it's probably King 10, Queen 10.
All his paint.
You don't want to value own yourselves. King 10 streaming's in the chat. Brandon Gamey says King 10.
Tino says Jack 10. Everyone else, Ginger. What's up, Ginger? Feels like it's been forever. Beats, contrast, all going Queen 10.
Okay. I would think Jack 10 might want to check raise for some protection at some frequency. Think about that a little bit more.
I got a mix between Jack 10 and Queen 10 in my chat.
You also offer some reverse implied odds when you just call with a hand like Jack 10 when a Jack turns, right? That's going to be a very high barrel frequency card for in position to just bet a lot of their range because they pick up a lot, and that hits the range as a top pair. Gut shots, 2 overs, they just continue barreling the Jack a lot to fold out 5x, 2x under pair hearts. So Jack 10 feels like a reasonable just call. So does Queen 10, but I know we use our best. So feels like maybe Ace 10 and King 10. I don't think he's early enough for where it's only Ace 10. So I think it's King 10 plus. What do you think, Toe?
Yeah, King 10 and Ace 10, I think, are the 3 betters, and then the other one's flat. Jack 10, I think, for sure flats. Queen 10, I think I'm murky on. So, yeah, I would say the worst hand we 3 bet is probably King 10, and then mix some Queen 10 and Jack 10 flats for balance.
Yeah, it's really nice to have in some top pair with an over as well in your calling range. You know, they're going to use that as a barrel card, very high frequency, and just going to make a lot. So King 10 seems to be the overwhelming answer here that everyone's choosing. So
Tino going Jack 10, all his 10x he's raising.
Damn, he's getting nasty. Okay, Tino, don't fuck with Tino in these spots. He's check raising range. Sheesh. All right, let's do it.
All right.
So King 10 plus is raising this flop from the big blind for value the majority of the time here. In this specific hand, big blind has 10-9 of clubs, so he's just going to call. Turn is the queen of diamonds. The low jack barrels. Great card for low jack's range. Big blind calls with the 10-9. Obviously, he can't be folding turn. 10-9 is now so high up in his range, especially since we, just recognized that King 10 plus raises the flop. So 10-9 is one of the best hands he can have. On this river, what's the most commonly used sizing for the low jack here?
These quizzes are way different than you guys are used to. Oh, shit. We're so used to just clicking buttons, playing the hand. Here we are. What's the most common size do you think we're betting here? As you can see, yo ass is never checking. So what size you using? 80.
I think we have some checks here. I just think when we bet, what do we bet? We definitely have to have some checks here on the river.
No, not with this hand. We're never checking.
Maybe not this hand, but with our range, there are some checks, right?
I mean, yeah, we're gonna have some.
You're not gonna triple range.
We're gonna be barreling this kind of run out, fucking insanely high frequency. Hearts missed. Oh my god. I mean, I'm just hands that can actually show down and win are the ones I'm checking. All the others are getting fucking bad. They don't get called by worse, and then I'm betting the ones for value. So this is a lot of betting. Oh, the wheel. You would have to have like
80, 80s streaming through. Jerome got 80.
Praying Gaming still thinking 150 for Keto.
50% for disc.
Never ever scared.
80 for Desert. Tino going 80.
I'm with you, Keto. The wheel might have got there, but a lot of things didn't, and a lot of things we put pressure on, and a lot of 10x get put in hell. 80 for B money. He's never calling 85, 82, 83. Cool. So
Beats going 110.
110. Okay, cool. So it's Praying Gaming 110.
Tino going 80. I feel like it's 150, which is all in, right? 80 doesn't get a 10 to fold. It's 110 or 150.
You know what happens when you go 80 in game, Toe.
These fucks always call it their fucking 3/4 pot. They always do.
I'm only over betting either the 110 or the fucking probably the 150 if I'm greedy now.
That's James Romero.
One of the best players in the world.
One of the best players in the world. And Sixes scared the piss out of him at the World Series this year.
Yeah, he was like on his phone. I was like, "Hey, James." He jumped like I was fucking gonna mug him or something.
He gave us one of those. Yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah. Then I played cash with him like 2 nights later. Then we played some cash.
150 is a hair shy of a jam. 200 is a jam. Then that makes me want to go 110.
Yeah, 150. I mean, I'm like 150 or 110. I think either one of the two. I mean, I would hope I would go 150, but it's probably 110. So, all right, 110 for praying. Let's see what James
80 for Tino.
Thinks. Let's do it. Please don't go 80.
So the low jack is going to play an all-in for 150% pot.
Well, it was all in, so I was
Check
right.
Here
I was right.
on this river, all Queen X goes in.
Look at this.
Even hands as weak as King 10 off go in
Don't
at
turn
some
ace high into a
frequency.
bluff.
As for our calling strategy from the big blind, Jack 10 off is mixing fold call, 10 9 10 8 off is mixing folding and calling, and ace 5 suited is also mixing. Remember, the big blind will have a very weak range getting to this river, especially if you add in all of the draws that he's going to be calling the turn with. So we have to be careful not to overfold even to 150% pot shove here. He's going to be calling about 35% of the time, the big blind, and folding about 65% of the time, and that's just MDF, minimum defense frequency stuff.
All right.
Cool.
150 it is. 110, 9 points. So 110 good.
Yeah.
Shit, do not go 80. They're going to call with a 10 every single time if you go 80. I promise you.
Yes, especially with the missed draws out there. It makes it even easier to call.
They're going to snap you if you go 80. So we have a 29.
We have a 23. This was a tough one.
Hey, Praying Gang. Thanks for coming over to the Mafia and
Team Toe representing.
Represent Team Toe. I feel you. I wanted to tell a super quick.
You like how I had to take a little credit for your win there. I had to weasel my way in to get a little credit.
Team Toe. These guys put in work. I'm with it. Played a cash game with Romero. What was it? When I was in Vegas a couple nights ago, we played the poker coaching meetup game. Quick hand history, how he owned the shit out of a friend of mine in this cash game. We were playing 1-3, but it was playing like 2-5. It was like a 5-way pot. Romero called a bet. He was on the button. My buddy opened. It was like a raise and ISO and 5 callers. It was like a queen, jack, 6 board, 2 hearts. My friend bets in the middle. Romero calls on the button. It's like a blank turn, like a 4 or something like that on the turn. The guy who c-bet checks, and Romero just 2x pot jams. He just wrecked. 2x pot jams, and my dude
Don't c-bet in the middle and cap your range.
Folds king queen, like he folds fucking king queen. And Romero just shows like ace 10 or something like that. He just showed a gut shot in the nowhere. Oh, it was so sexy. It was a big shop too. It was like $200. It was like $300 or something like that. Just jams. But just a quick story. Thought that was fun story for Romero because we're going to be doing more of his quizzes today.
New keyword.
New keyword. Do you have one in mind?
Spazzy Jam.
Spazzy Jam. Spazzy Jam.
In the meantime, let's pick another quiz while you guys get in there for the next giveaway.
Oh, there it is. Cool. What up, Ohio's finest? What's up, Jenny? How you doing, my friend? Pick another quiz real quick.
No, Ginger got it right. Bram, there you go. Bruce has got it right. There you go.
since we have some more Affleck in there, I think it'd be cool to mix in one of his and maybe find another Romero, because these Romero, they're really good for understanding GTO theory. Like,
Yeah, they're different. They're great. And
they're really good.
It's
the way we study a lot, you know.
Yeah. And I think a lot of the regular mortals, for lack of a better word, out there don't get that kind of practice very often. So it's good.
Yep. So I got to go to
Contrast is literally at the barbershop, sitting in the chair, and everyone's looking at him like, "What the fuck are you doing right now?" I love the dedication, buddy. I love it.
Yep. All right, cool. Spazzy Jams are in the chat.
$16.99.
Whoops, sorry about that. I got to sub your thing. What number did you say?
$16.99.
Yeah, we can do that. That was the Ace Queen suited in the Bellagio 10K. Ooh. Sexy little tournament that we all aspire to play one day. So yeah, we'll look at that. Got to take the wins and give to channels.
I'm on the path to playing soft 25Ks next year.
We're on our way to 10s and 25K.
I already got a backer. Just need to bump up the Hendon.
Don't we all? All right, let's do it. No, we got to pick somebody. I'm sorry, I almost fucking clicked the quiz.
You were just ready to take it.
I'm just ready.
Just put me in, coach.
Yeah. All right, I'm picking.
Cool. Slacker377 up for the Army. Congratulations, buddy. The last entry. Ba-bang. Scoops it.
Trending TV, Ohio's honest. What's up, my dude?
Looking for backers to play in the $10 buy-ins. Ready to push my toe equity. My man. Good luck.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, let's play it.
All right, in today's quiz, we have Ace Queen of Spades. We're playing day 2 of the Bellagio $10,000 5-diamond WPT. Under the gun is going to make it 3,500, playing about 35 big blinds. It folds to us. We have the Ace Queen of Spades. Should we fold, call, re-raise to 10,000, or go all in?
Slacker, what did you win? You are the contestant. We need to know what your answer is in this quiz. If you beat the contestant over on Six's stream, you win $5. If not, you learn for free. So the next question is what would you do here? Fold, call, raise to 10K, or jam?
All right.
Ooh, we suck at another one. Thanks, Sixes, for the 49 months.
No problem. I got to gift another one over there, and I'm going to try to do it here. So B Money calls. What's up, guys? Listen for a few, taking a break at work. What's up, No Scope? Trying to get a little bit better real quick.
Flatting, contrast, jamming, and Ryan going 10K. We got all the answers right in the first 3 people.
Re-raise for vaping vapes. Keto's going re-raise to 10K.
Bruce says 10 because it's suited.
10, 10, 10. Drenny, we need your answer, my friend.
10 for disc.
Drenning, wake your ass up. Well, your time bank
for desert.
Your time bank is ticking, though. You might be torn, but your time bank doesn't give a shit.
Floor, clock.
Let me think this. No.
Kept on the flat.
You're in a global time bank as well. You ain't got no time to. You know that shit's like 18 seconds. 10K. 10K snap call, I guess.
Jugs
so
flatting.
10K. All right, he's going 10.
Ginger flatting.
Drenning is going 10. I'm ready.
Slacker, what are you doing, Slacker? I just realized you never gave me an answer.
Milking it. You guys in these banks.
You got 15 seconds before I got to redraw, so we keep the show moving.
If this was actually me in game, it's Yee. You just jam.
Check.
That's me opening.
No, check means call. All right, cool. Slacker's calling.
All right, cool. Toe?
I tend to 3-bet this more often because it's an early position and we're in and I really want to get heads up with this guy. I don't want to flat and take this multi-way.
It's pure flat.
Cool. Well,
I think. I mean, I don't know. I think the only thing that doesn't make me want to flat here is the relative. Like we're in the middle. I think it's more an easy ass flat, like in later position.
Yes.
Things like. But at the same time, it's a great hand if someone does squeeze because the squeezing ranges at these stack depths or pairs we're happy to flip with, worse suited ace-x, and then it's like king queen suited. Then the suited tens we dominate. So I don't really mind flatting and getting squeezed there. I think it's great.
Yep.
When we 3-bet, it's really nice. I mean, when we call, we keep in all the worst hands, ace-x, queen-x, here from under the guns range. We don't really condense his range when he actually 4-bets and stuff like that. We don't mind calling it off, but I think it's going to be fucking like ace-king and shit a lot. So I call here.
Yes, 3-bet calling drugs.
Yeah, I mean, you 3-bet fold? Fuck. Hell no. But yeah, let's go ahead. We're going to 3-bet here. I'm kind of curious. Because here in the middle, it's just less, maybe. I flat much more in a late position than here.
Me too.
Yep. All right, let's see what Affleck thinks.
All right. Call. 10 points, call.
Thank God.
I think calling is the
Always
best
calling.
option here. Folding is out of the question. If you want to re-raise to 10,000, I would do that more with ace-queen offsuit, and then I would fold to a shove. But ace-queen suited, if we 3-bet, we're probably going to be priced in to call, and we don't really want to 3-bet this strong of a hand. The hand plays pretty well multi-way. So this hand just wants to play pure call here.
Beautiful.
Just for the fact that we don't want to get 4-bet off this equity, whereas the offsuit version, we don't care as much about getting 4-bet off the equity, and also ace-queen offsuit just doesn't play as well as a flat call. So we'd rather 3-bet the ace-queen offsuit and flat the ace-queen suited here. Going all in, I don't think really is going to be too much of a strategy with any hand here at these stacked ups in early position. So I do call. And the flop comes jack of hearts, 10 of hearts, 9 of spades. We are heads up. None of the gun bets 5,000 into 11,000. Should we fold, call, raise to 14,000, or go all in?
Flop the open ender, backdoor flush draw, overs.
Well, let's take a minute to actually get better and like think about what Affleck said pre-flop there is that we are 3-betting and folding ace-queen off.
Right.
Did you hear that, guys? Some of our spazzy asses are just 3-betting and never folding. We're not doing well versus under the guns 4-bet range there. So we need to 3-bet, use it as a 3-bet, fold, and get the fuck out of there. Call here to keep in worse. Gonna have to call some squeezes behind because they squeeze with worse. And it plays really well, and you keep in worse, and you get to play it in position versus under the gun. So, there. What are we doing here?
Everybody in my chat calling except for Bruce.
The keyword was Spazzy Jam for a reason.
I tried to, use osmosis there. Just a call for slacker.
Call.
Call. This says folder jam. Call.
After sitting next to Chidwick, I feel like a much stronger poker player. See, I feel much better. Since
Bruce is a fucking maniac, spending too much time with the machine gun.
The machine gun? Where is he here?
I think he got abducted by aliens. We haven't seen him in months.
Dude, I played next to him a couple of days ago. He was to my left.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody calling. No raises.
We got a couple of raises here.
Cat's getting nasty over there. We have 0 over here.
Kept wondering if we raise these spades and call with hearts.
What the heck? How about this? How can... No.
How about that?
Everybody call.
How about that?
Did they go over there?
Slacker calling.
Okay, cool. Journey calling. Why would we ever raise here in
I don't
position?
know.
I don't either.
I didn't say
He's
raise.
uncapped. Yeah, he's still uncapped c-betting in a really fucking bad board. We get to realize all the equity in position. Why in God's name would we ever decide to raise anything here? We're going to get to realize the equity anyway.
We can value from worse heart draws, says Kep. There's not a lot of worse heart draws out there when he's raising out of the gun. The jack and the 10 of hearts are out of the deck. So now it's ace queen hearts, ace
Gotta
king
get
hearts,
yourself. Is he
right?
playing
King
devil's
queen hearts,
abacus?
which is
No
nuts.
way. There's no need to raise here. You're just going to get better to call. And he has a very strong uncapped range, c-betting into a bad board.
Yeah, it's the wettest board in America.
If
Like, he's got a hand.
Do you want him to fold when you raise, or do you want him to jam? Like, what are we trying to accomplish? That's all I'm asking for the raise army. Like, if we want to run it, we're going to get a chance to realize the equity for cheaper if we break out in position.
Right.
Let's call.
Right.
There's just, yeah, call.
Yep.
I mean, anything else is griefing.
Folding is out of the question here, especially with the backdoor flush draw. Raising, kind of similar to pre-flop. I don't want to raise to 14,000 and then be priced in to call with this hand. We can get it in against like ace king of hearts, ace jack, a lot of hands that we don't have great equity with. We're in position, and when you're in position at a shallow like stack as we are, in general we just want to do a lot of calling to maximize our positional advantage. We can go, it could go check on the turn to us, and we can decide if we want to start bluffing our hand or just check behind. It's a lot more likely we're going to see the river for an acceptable price being in position where we don't have to raise. Whereas perhaps out of position here, we'd want to raise to make sure we can realize our equity much better. So I think calling is the best option. Raising to 14,000, you'd have to call the shove. Seems kind of meh. Going all in, I like a little bit better than raising 14,000 because you're guaranteeing you're going to see all of the equity. But again, I don't think we're doing much shoving for 4x the size of the pot here. In position, we want to maximize our positional advantage. So kind of by a process of elimination, I really like call here. We get the 7 of hearts now, and our opponent bets 10,000, 21,000. Should we fold, call, raise to 20,000? Or go all in?
Holy
First we make this face. And then we continue. Toe, different reasoning, but I think we want to re-raise hearts, especially overs, because the hearts hit, we don't get paid off. Not sure we're in position, so if they check, we can always bet and still get called by king, queen, and jack X and queens and things like that.
No, we don't want to do any raising probably.
Too much equity with hearts.
I mean, we're not really, what are we raising? We're in position. We get to real, I don't know.
And you still don't want to really necessarily get it in with the hearts here. If you raise and they jam.
Fold side, fold side.
Fold for drone, fold for disc, fold for cap.
B money folds. So he has overpairs sets, suited ace sets of hearts, leading twice. Fold. I ain't seen a fucking call yet. Nothing.
Fold in size, says Ginger. Fold for slacker. That's true, but nitty players fold a fair amount. Yeah, but they're never folding a jack. They're never folding a queen. They're never folding overpair.
Under the gun knows this hits our range hard and is still bombing.
Snap fold for Beats. It wasn't even hard for him.
Beats is out of there. Jennings is out of there, right? Oh,
yeah, I don't see a single call. Everybody folding.
Did your guy go already?
Folding for slacker.
Folding for Drenning as well. We're getting 3-1. How are we folding? I don't know. Are we supposed to fucking fold here? Am I too loose?
God, he's c-betting twice on this board on the scare card. Like, it's so strong. Fuck, it's so strong. And then our king out might be dead. Our ace out might be dead.
No, I mean, those are, without the heart coming.
They might be dead now.
Yeah, true. God damn it.
Yeah, I'm probably folding.
Why do I feel like we have to call getting 3-1 in position still? Like, I don't know. Ace king with the single heart. I don't know. Fuck me. What's the worst hand he has? Like an ace king with the heart. It just might still just semi bluff here.
Yeah.
And then he's got
which still has his beat.
Queen jack. King jack.
King queen. Hearts.
Fuck. All right. I really want to call so bad.
Pocket eights, ace 8 suited, 8-9 suited.
Those are all in opening range there. 8-9 is probably not. But... All right. Let's go ahead and fold. I really want to call. I'm getting 3-1. I wonder if this is supposed to be a call. Like, what part of our raise? Like, do we need? We never have ace queen off. We never flat ace queen off here. So what's the worst hand we call with just our jacks, and then like hands that can just won't be dead.
Queen X with the heart.
We don't have queen jack off. We have king queen off. We have a flat king queen off. I'm just thinking about range in general. Like what the fuck. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and fold.
Yeah. All right, we're folding. Let's do it.
Please call. Yeah, that's a fold. Thank God.
I really like to fold here.
You just be stone dead.
First off, under the gun really shouldn't be doing much, if any, betting on the flop, and also on the turn here. They should be checking their entire.
Don't do it, Sixes. You have a family to feed.
No,
I could be wrong here, but I'm going to lean that to be a lot.
he shouldn't even be c-betting on the flop a lot.
Strength.
Fold for your children, Sixes.
People kind of know it's a really good board for us.
It's a
so
10K,
you probably
fuck
don't
it.
want to be bluffing too
It's a
much
soft
here, but
10K.
it's a little more difficult here when you have, say, pocket tens to protect yourself and check.
10.
Or
Yeah.
when you have king queen to protect yourself and check here,
I
or
like
ace
that.
jack. So I'm going to lean this as more towards strength. There's a chance we could be drawing dead.
True.
There's also a chance not all of our outs are clean. Therefore, I think this is just a pretty easy fold. Don't really like calling. I think all in is probably the worst option.
All in is the
because
worst.
We just have such poor equity when we get called. Min raising to 20,000 just puts you in a really, really weird spot. And yeah, this is just a pure fold here on the turn. And yeah.
Cool. We got a. Sorry. We have a 28.
Oh, Slacker coming in new to the stream with the swish.
Ooh, good job, Slacker.
Swished it. Slacker, let me know how I can send you $5, buddy. Congratulations. ACR, PayPal, Skrill, yada, 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 yada. Thank you for that, Monkey Man. I appreciate that. Do
Yeah,
that.
I mean, when he double barrels, like this board smashes our range, we would have actual flushes in our range, and he's still bombing into us. I mean, yeah, it's just get me out. Well played, crew. Good job, drinking. That's all good, my friend. You know you'll
Did really good.
for sure. 28 solid. Pre-flop, the interesting part, the most interesting part of the hand. I think most people in chat were 3-betting.
Sorry about that, Bruce. That's fake news. I didn't mean to roll it again. I meant to change the password. I griefed you. New password.
Keg W. There it is.
Oh, he went old school.
Keg W.
Kick W, the new keyword. As we're out here trolling Bruce. You want to go back to Romero? Or you want to go up to jail?
Romero. Snap. All right, we'll do that. Let these guys get.
I got
in
Bruce.
there.
He's in.
Little Keg W love.
All right. Did you say you want to do JL or Romero?
Oh shit. Yeah, that's cool. Romero.
It's an option. And you're like, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. 1691.
1691. Solver practice. Get in the game. All right, I am ready whenever you are.
I think they are done streaming through here. Kep says he ran that hand and ace queen prefers to raise on that flop. We'd have to check it out.
I have to see that. There's just no. I can't believe it. Not in position. I actually can't believe it.
Uh-oh. Controversy. All right, I think we're good to roll. The Crooked Raven. Congratulations, buddy. You're up.
Oh, let's. B money.
Oh, shit.
Oh, B money. All right. You know what to do. B
Oh,
money.
ace
You know
queen
what
of
time it
hearts.
is.
Ace queen of hearts prefers to raise on that board.
Oh, I can see that. I was about to say ace queen spades, no shot. But ace queen hearts, you're gonna fucking run it, right? That board's very dynamic. He's
Open-ender
c-betting when he's not
overs,
supposed to run the equity, right? Cool. 1691, Jack 10 of spades, solver practice. James Romero. Let's do it.
All right.
We have 60 big blinds under the gun. What percentage of hands should we be opening here?
Ooh, sixes kind of gave this answer a little while back. If you guys are paying attention. What percentage of hands are we opening under the gun at 60 bigs deep?
B-Money's in there first. Stu following suit.
What are y'all doing? What's the opening percentage? Kep says 18.
You know what I mean?
17 for Jerome. 13. No,
13.
17 for Drugs. 13 for Ramon. Crooked Raven coming in at 17. Lots of 17s.
Get him in there, boys. 13 for Keto. Is that did somebody take over your account? Have you been hacked? 13 for you? Don't believe it.
75%.
75% of my range.
17, 13 pills. Agreed. Good morning, Felicia Suerte. Sorry we couldn't win the jackpot for you last night.
Did you get close?
Third.
Ah, piss. Good run.
He needs a new webcam. It looks like he's broadcasting from death row.
Somebody said he was like in an aquarium. Somebody said it looked like this cat was in an aquarium.
It's better. His first quizzes, you could tell he was nervous because in his camera he looked like this the whole time. What percentage of hands are we opening under the gun? Oh, wide-eyed.
Now he's a beast. He's cool. All right, guys. They are in there. Bunch of 17s, some 13s, and a random 15. Cyber at 21. So where you at?
Pretty sure it's 17, right?
17.
Under the gun?
It has to be, right? I can't imagine it's 13's tight as hell.
Yeah, 21 feels a little
25's
loose.
25's too loose. We did the last quiz from the low jacks opening range.
It was like 23, right?
Yeah, 23 there. So
Yeah.
this has to be 17.
That has to be 17.
17 it is.
Yep, agreed. Let's do it.
We're going to be opening
Has to be.
17% of hands. That's pocket fives plus, king 10 off plus, 10-8 suited plus, and king 6 suited plus. We open here, jack 10 suited. Folds to the big blind. What percentage of the time should big blind be folding, facing a raise from under the gun?
I think it's funny that he's got a hand in these quizzes, but literally the hand is irrelevant. It's got nothing to do with the hand whatsoever.
It never does.
Not at all.
Once you guys learn out about poker, it never fucking does. It's about your range. It's about the ranges. You know.
Big blind defense. What's the number?
James is probably a bit of an introvert, hyper intellectual. Correct. Yeah, he's a little introverted, but at the same time, like I've had opportunities to sit and talk with him a few times, and when you get him out, he's super chill. He's a cool dude as well, you know.
Also, creating content is like anything else. So you get better with practice, right? You get more. It's weird. I laugh at he still gets nervous doing some of this stuff. You know, it's part of it.
Yeah, it is. It's true.
40% says Cap. 50% says Beats. He did go 2.5. Fuck, I'm tired. 40 for
Money
Felicia's
says
birthday.
40. Keto says 60. Gotta be tight. 40% under the gun. Under 70. Sheesh. That's a tight ass call range.
Seven
ran over
70, and you said that's a tight ass call range.
70% folding.
Oh, is this full percent? No, this is called defend percent.
No, what percentage of hands are we folding? I think the answer is super
Time
easy.
should big blind be folding, facing a raise from under.
Oh, folding. I had it backwards. Okay, that would drastically change my number.
All right, my bad. We got a little distracted. Let's see.
So calling 50 for
Money
this,
was 40.
calling 60 for everybody who said 40. Got it.
All right, I think the easiest answer here is 50%, right?
Actually, I think we're defending 60%, right? So we're folding 40%? That was my thought.
The answer is 50 for me. I think it's 50, but I don't know. 50
Doug
feels
says
reasonable.
folding 60, calling 40.
Folding 50% of our hands. And we're folding 50% of hands.
Right, which means
That's
you're
what I
calling
think.
50% of hands.
No, because we have 3 bets in there.
No, he's getting technical.
All right, let's do it. I'm going 40.
Wait. Oh, Raymond, going 40. All right, let's find out.
It's 50, right? Please.
Big blind's going to be
Ooh,
folding
60.
57% of the time here. Even hands like ace-7
Who
off,
said 60?
ace-2 off,
Big brain Como.
jack-9 off, king-8 off are all folded
Big
here.
brain keto.
Notice how substantially different that is than if big blind were to defend versus the button. The big blind only folds 20% versus the button and 57% versus under the gun, and that's just because of how much stronger under the gun's range is.
That's 2.5 as well.
Big blind comes along, we have a 5, 6, 8 flush draw flop.
Yep.
What percentage of the time does solver like checking back the flop here?
Ginger says, I'm confused. Yeah. If you're defending 40, you're folding 60. So 60 was the right answer.
Well, guys, the thing is, some of you guys are looking at charts and trying to the raise size is 2.5. I think some of the charts and everything else account for different raise sizes. The smaller 2.2, 2.3x, we get to defend more. 2.5 is going to be condensing the range of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
The PC charts might have the under the gun raise size versus a bet of 2.1 to 2.3, right? So I think that's where you're going to find the anomaly. What percentage of the time does the solver like checking here on 5, 6, 8? 3 cards under an 8. If you're ever in my our study sessions on Thursday. This board is the lovely for
Checking
the big blind.
55.
65%, Stu says. So you're only betting 35. Oh, no. What percentage are you checking? Checking 65% of the time. Kiddo says 55% of the time. Check 65% of the time, Stu says. Yep. Where you at, B Money? How you feeling? 55 for B Mon.
Kev says 60% folding is way too tight, even at 2.5. In GTO Wizard at 2.3, the big blind is calling 45%, which means they're folding 55%. So it ain't that tight, homie. 65.
What are we doing here, boys?
45.
55. No FOMO going 65.
BB. Kev.
Yeah.
Under the gun, open, BB, defend.
Yep.
65 for Raven.
Cool. B Money went 55. Where you at?
65 for Raven. I mean, we're only donk leading this like 20-some% of the time, right? Which means, so I guess we're checking 65 at the highest number.
Yeah, we guess 55, 65. I want to say 55. You know me, but trying to find a few extra, especially in position. I want to say 55, but 65 feels completely reasonable. This board is dog shit for our range and much better for big. So I would say 65, but I'm leaning 55. Internally, my heart says 55, but I think 65 is right. 35 is just, you're out of line as hell.
Yeah.
You are out of control.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's go ahead and go 55. I'm with you, B Money. I feel 55 as well. Let's hope we're right. Let's do it.
Under the gun is going to check back.
Close though. 8 points for
66%
65.
of the time here.
Hey,
There's going to be a ton of boards where
55.
under the gun can just see bet range for a third pot, but this isn't one of them. This board is pretty good for the big blind's range. And even overpairs don't get to go for 3 streets or even 2 streets sometimes on many runouts. So under the gun plays a pot control strategy here and checks back about 56% of the time, mixing in some 66% pot bets, some 33% pot bets. So under the gun checks, queen of spades on the turn, big blind leads for pot. And what should under the gun here do with this specific hand combo?
Cry.
Here we go, guys. Now we actually get to play a spot, right? He's not asking us, solver shit, what are you doing here when you get potted into on the queen? Where we at? How you feeling? Should we just be folding? Is this a call?
Fold for
crowd.
Feliz Suerte.
It is crickets in this bitch from this spot. Damn, guys.
Fold for drugs.
Go check. What are we doing? Fold. I think we have a lot better hands. We can check back on the flop and call a bet here. So giving some thought behind it. So fold for B money.
Everybody in the world folding. Except for Beats.
Hey, Beats.
Speech. We tell the story.
Everybody
4
folding.
score and 7 dirty looking folds his disc. Everybody folding. Slacker folding. Everybody but Beats.
Beats is the only one out there. Okay, Beats, I see you. Everybody folding here as well. Hey, thank you, Smoking Jay. Thank you for that follow. Appreciate that. I'm so sticky in these spots. I hate folding because he's just gonna pot his entire range, and if he ever checks the river,
Is he ever checking the river?
Maybe. I don't know.
It seems thin.
It does. Somebody said raise. I mean, I feel like we always.
Beats has balls.
I
What's
feel
up,
like
sir?
always. Why David Peters for your follow alert? Because he is the best player in Ohio history. He's the best player ever from Ohio, and mad respect to that.
Sixes
holds it down for
was
Ohio.
fangirling at the feature table and wouldn't take his picture.
Yeah, I didn't go say anything. I thought about it though. Ohio, he's actually Ohio's finest poker player ever, so got to give him some respect. I just want to be like half as good one day.
Everybody folding the Beats.
Oh, I appreciate the compliment, Smoking Jay. Appreciate that, buddy. We'll be around, man. We're young. We love the game. We're just getting started, my friend. Everybody but Fulton, but me and Beats. Beats. Team Spaz. Team Spew, baby. Let's fold. Let's see. Let's go ahead and fold.
Let's find out.
Let's go!
We definitely want to be calling this turn here.
Fuck
We
you
have
up.
a gut
8
shot
points
to the
full.
nuts, 2 overs to 5, 6, 8, and then
I'm
also it's
hating
nice to
that you
have
do this.
some weaker hands getting to the river
Team
when
up.
the big blind does decide to check to bluff off, and that's just because we're going to have a lot of Queen X for value. We still have some overpairs in our range. We have hands like 9s and 10s and jacks that can go for some value on the river. So we can't just call turn with pairs, and this specific combo fits very nicely into a defend here. So we call 3 hearts on the river, checks to us. What should we do?
Oh, shit. Now what? I think Romero is a bit of a high-quality station, too. Hell yeah. Because he's not playing his hand, he's playing his range, right?
You're talking about Ohio's finest. Bruce says, yeah, but it's Ohio, though. Fair point.
I made a case. Like,
Fair point for Bruce.
Listen to this. We don't have shit in Ohio. That's why we have the strongest poker players ever. Like,
Because there's nothing else to do but work.
yeah, listen to this. David Peters hated Ohio so much, he grinded his fucking balls up to get the hell out of here. You know? That's why we got the hardest working poker players and the best poker players in the world. There ain't shit to do but play poker online and shit. There ain't nothing to do but study. All right, what are you guys doing? What did it do? Everybody shook. Not one damn answer in the chat. We only win by betting.
Pot that bitch, says Disc.
150% pot YOLO bitches. Fire 150. Damn, look at these savages now.
We got one guy saying pot that bitch and everyone else shook.
Oh no, the mafia. just
150 for
fucking
Bruce.
pulled out the fucking bazooka. Everybody banging it off. I love it. Hearts of
Beats
Candy.
going 150.
150,
Ohio people only capable of catching a lake on fire. Horn, what up, buddy? Thanks for the 58 months.
Siberian X going 50. Okay. Cuyahoga.
Kep says, don't block any value, so bluffing feels really bad to him.
That's what you're thinking about? I'm thinking of I have no showdown. My range holds up.
At least that's what they said. She's already gone. There's no decision here. She folded the turn.
Dusty. All right, pot for B money.
Still waiting.
We look strong. Colin.
Still waiting for Raven. I believe. Make sure. Yes. 100% pot. For Raven.
Just pot. Yeah. What are you doing here, Toe?
150% pot.
I don't know if we get to overbet. I would just pot it because I don't know if we get to overbet hearts, like when flush draws and shit like that get there, unblocking all that. I would just simply just pot. I think it generates the same result, overall than 150. But I could be wrong. I mean, I don't know. Like it just seems like a lot of times when the actual heart draws and flush draws get there, we don't always overbet as much, especially without any of the blockers, even though we're bluffing. So I would just pot the blocker. But I don't know.
Sure.
I mean, maybe he just felt like. Do you think an 8 folds significantly more to pot to 150?
Yes.
Maybe, right? Yeah, maybe. I still think I would pot it.
Yeah, I think half pot gets called by like all the pairs.
Oh my God. Half pot, you're getting fucking called by a 6. I wonder if villain should have blocker bet, but is he potting turn with an 8? Possibly. His potting turn strategies, probably not second pair as much. All right, cool. We're going 100% pot. That's what B Money's doing. I kind of like it. 150 for everybody else.
8 doesn't pot the turn though, right? He was polar on turn, it seems. That is fair, Drugs.
That's why I don't want to. That's why I don't want to be polar. So that's why I didn't 150 it. But I could see 150 being the thing. Let's see what Romero thinks. We're gonna go 100.
Us too.
All right.
We want to be betting big on this river. Remember, we're checking back the flop.
Okay.
10 points for both.
Pairs. So we're
Good.
going to have kings, aces, ace queen at some frequency, and flushes at some frequency. So we do still have strength in our range. This is one of the lowest value hands that we get to the river with. So I would like to see a large river bet.
That's so funny. Horn said he didn't see any of the quiz, only came in for the river, and he's still potting it.
Yeah, you have nothing. Your bets. You can't check. You cannot check. In the low stakes catch.
I mean, we just have no showdown value. I mean, it's just like a 6 to 7. We have 0 showdown value, and we have to get an 8 to fold. So.
And in our range, also when we call turn, contains a lot of queen X. We check back some strong hands on the flop because we even check back some overpair, right? Because we can't get 3 streets from his range a lot. And you're not denying equity from his draws. The draws are going to fucking call you or check raise you no matter what. Remember that. When you guys say, this board's wet, I want to bet for protection. They don't give a fuck. They're just calling or check raising you anyway because they have a lot of it, right? So those are reasonable spots to check some hands because you're not getting 3 streets. Cool. We have a 44.
42 for Raven. You did good, man. That's really hard. Got a couple of 8s and a couple of 10s. It was the pre-flop one that got you.
Oh, I gotta fucking gift a sub. All right, cool. I'll do that. B Money, hit me up. Shoot me a whisper. I got you, my friend. Good job. That was a tough quiz. That was really good.
Yeah, these are tough.
That was really good. But yeah, we have time for more. This is going well. We can do a new keyword. And just real quick, if you guys are new out there and you are enjoying these quizzes, you can go ahead and hit exclamation point PC in my chat, Toe chat. That will get you 25 of these free quizzes. So you can just do them in your free time, access the charts. I believe there's some free videos and stuff as well. And also exclamation point Discord. If you do enjoy talking with the community, sharing hand histories for review, There's all kind of study groups to run 5 days a week in there as well. If you guys are just trying to get better for free, those are great resources. So quick show for that stuff because I think it helps. And yeah, you got a new keyword, my friend.
Solver life.
You really spazzing out today. Holy shit.
That's better than Keck W and Cat Jam.
Watch your mouth. It's not better than Keck W or Cat Jam. Solver life it is. Get in there.
You want to do 1695?
1 second. I gotta. Shit's loading back
Jerome
up.
doing it para la raza. Solver por vida.
Hit enter for what?
Living like Joel. True. Savage.
What number did you say?
1695.
1695. That works.
Mix some JL in there.
Yep.
Oh, contrast is looking fresh, ready to hit the streets.
Bruh. Solver life in the chat.
Brushing up on your Spanish for Wisconsin? What the? Yeah, he's a bad motherfucker. That's why we keep him. All right, I think ready to roll.
Sounds good. Go ahead. I'll get my roll on as well.
Diskin forever. Congratulations, buddy.
Hey, Stu Undergarment's getting one.
Oh shit.
I see you, my dude. Good luck, friend.
All right, let's play. Let's learn some JL.
JL.
What did I win? You're the contestant, Disc. You've been here all day.
1695.
Yeah, 1695. Let me know what you would do in these quizzes, Disc. We're going with your answer. If you beat Six's guy, you win $5.
All right, Ace King in a $10,000 buy-in tournament. Folds around to us in the small blind, 40 big blinds deep or so. Should we fold, call, raise to 6,000, or raise to 10,000?
36 bigs deep. What are we doing with Ace King?
These quizzes are going to be way more straightforward than the Romero ones. Just straightforward. What the hell you doing with this hand? Not with your range. Snap 10. 6 for vaping vapes.
Sick brag having 10K for JL. This 10K is nothing. He walks around with 10K and 20s in his pocket. Like, it's nothing. Limping. Couple of limps out there. Hey, Disc, thanks for hanging out with us, buddy. 10K for Disc.
Stu, not yet. I got him. Don't worry. I know what you're thinking. I got him.
Controversy?
Hell yeah. I'm not even going to go. I can't go there yet. I'm just still letting him roll in.
Oh. He's like jumping out of his chair. I don't know what's happening over there.
What the All right. Stu's going 10K, and I have about 75% 6Ks.
No 6Ks. No min raising. Blind versus blind. Get out of here.
Ain't no motherfucking way we're going 6K.
No 6K.
It doesn't induce. He calls his entire range, gets a great price. The flop comes 4, 5, 6, and you get wrecked. Don't give them the great price to wreck you. Make them pay.
Yes.
6K is not a thing.
No.
You don't induce anything, but you just give them a great price with
in
their
position.
Higher range. No. And they get to play in position with the great price.
Calling is better than 6K.
Yeah. Because then if you call, they should be at least raising like 40% of the time, and you get the limp jam.
Yes.
I'd rather you always call than ever go 6.
Agreed.
Is there, I mean, if you can go like 2.75 is a thing. 2.5 can be a thing. There has to be some like legit exploit for 2 to just. You have to see this guy just 3-bet 2 every time and know he's gonna spaz out. Yeah, I'd rather just call.
Can't just shove this. Like, we have too many chips to just shove.
Good.
You just never get called. We have a good hand. We want to get some value.
And you also go larger out of position in some of these spots, like 2.75 and 3x, whatever. For the positional disadvantage you're going to be facing post flop, right?
Yes.
You want to give him a worse price because you're going to be playing out of position post flop. So you want to give him a slightly worse price, slightly condense his range, and give him a worse price. So yeah, 10.
There wasn't a single 6K in my chat.
There was fucking 75. It was. I thought the first, like, oh shit, 6K happened. Then everybody started going 6K. I was rattled. I'm not. This ain't a shame. It's not a shame thing. This is a study stream. You came to learn something about poker, and I'm here to help you get better.
Yeah, we always say this. Like, if you're gonna make a mistake, make it here where it's free and learn something for free, right? Absolutely.
6K. Oh, you guys who want 6K, you just got better. I just made you money.
Yep.
No pros are going 6K, and if they are, it's straight hard exploit. And if they're doing it all the time, it's kind of dog shit.
Yep. Agreed,
if somebody's doing it every single time against all opponents, they're dog shit. You need to stop studying with them. All right, let's go.
All right. 10K for disc. Let's do it.
Yep.
This is the spot where you should definitely mix up your play between limping and raising. That said, I almost entirely raise in this spot. And if you are going to raise, you want to raise to something like 3 big blinds. The problem with going small, like 6,000, is that even though you'll extract value, what's going to happen is you're not really making your opponent mess up, right? They have to put in 3 to try to win a lot. I mean, imagine we put in 4,500. That'd make the pot go to, 12? So they have to put in 3 to win 15. You're essentially saying, I don't think you can realize 20% equity in position, which any hand's going to realize 20% equity in position.
Yeah,
so this is the spot where you want to raise to about 3.5 big blinds, maybe even 4 big blinds.
Yep.
Most of the time, if you are going to raise. Just to confirm, GTO chart does recommend limping ace-king 42% of the time. And if we do get raised by the big blind, you see we then re-raise small.
Oh, it doesn't jam.
Weird spots. So if we limp, they raise, let's say, 3.5. We would then make it something like 10 or 11.
There's no way.
Dicey scenario, I fully understand. If you told me you wanted to rip it all in, I would not hate it. But turns out ace-king is just a super nuts. And you are happy to re-raise small, as you would with all your other best hands, plus a smattering of bluffs. Mainly these hands and these hands. So kind of an interesting strategy you want to make sure you're aware of. We just raise it up this time, though. They call. King 10-6. We have the top pair top kicker. Should we check, bet 7,000, bet 14,000, or bet 21,000?
Don't want to see a flop. Take blinds moving up. The problem with that disc is you want to extract as much value as you can from the top of your range, and this counts as top of your range. So while you'll be profitable, you'll be more profitable just raising it.
Mm-hmm. The No FOMO trader going 70. What up, CeeLo Pro? You said you saw us at the tag team event. Yeah, that was fun, man. It's nice meeting you, my man.
Sorry.
Or did we meet, or did you just see us there?
Sorry, Sixes. My bad.
I fucking was getting
tag teams on me. Every single time Sixes sat down, he ran up our stack. Every single time I sat down, I tanked it.
And then he put me back in. I would just build it back up. Shit was funny as fuck. I think I lost like 2 hands that whole tournament. And one time it was with aces and I lost them in. That was nasty. That was fun.
I lost with the boat to quads.
You were just put in all the hellacious spots. It was so funny. I would just sit down clean.
Third pot for disc. 7K all day. 14 for Hellfire.
Cool. 14 for Keto, 7 for Smoking J, 14 for Vaping Baits. A bunch of 7s out there. Yee. All right. Wait a minute. Who we got? Stu. Wait a minute. What side you going? Stu is going 7. It's going small.
So is disc.
Not I, said the cat. 14 in this bitch. 14
That makes me feel better. Yeah, I tend to size up on these boards too. It's pretty wet. We get a lot of value from his other King X, Diamond draws, Queen Jack, 10X still calls. So I would tend to go 14 as well.
Yeah, he has a lot of suited King X. He's probably calling King 8 off plus, King 7 off plus, or something like that.
We do have the King of Diamonds, though.
Yeah, he needs to call with all his 10X to a bet, so we get a big street there as well. He needs to call all of his draws in position. 14 for me. Please be 14. 14. All right.
Every time you curse, all I hear is quack.
Oh, shit. That's right. Iggy might use this.
Quack.
Sorry. 7. That's what Stu's doing. Maybe
7 for disc.
Yeah, I would go 7 with 7 hands, not this. Greed out. Let's see. Please.
This is a spot where I think we have two options. Either we can check, looking to check raise if we're pretty sure the opponent will bet if we check. And I will say in a lot of small stakes games against, I will say, blindly aggressive players who think any check indicates weakness, against those types of players, I love the idea of checking, looking to put in a little check raise for straight up value / protection. But I think against most strong players, you just want to bet this hand. It's almost certainly the best hand, and it's very vulnerable to being outdrawn. And if your opponent's anywhere near competent, they're going to realize what your raising range looks like, right? It's going to be a lot of good hands. Take a look at all these hands that are raising. It's just a lot of hands in this region. And the bluffs come from this region, which have a whole lot of 10s, right? So this is a spot where I don't think we should expect the opponent to be betting all that often when we check. So I like value betting, and I would go medium, maybe 14,000. 7's fine as well. The problem with 7 is that your opponent's going to connect pretty well with this board, and when your opponent's range connectivity is generally high, meaning they're going to have a whole lot of kings and 10s and 6s and draws, you typically just want to bet on the bigger side, like 14,000. If you bet 21, though, then your opponent will start folding out even bottom pair type hands that you really want to get action from, so I think 14,000 is nice. They call. Turns an ace. Top 2 pair, but we lose to the Queen Jack. Should we check? Bet 13,000. Bet 27,000. Or go all in?
It's an SBR question now, he says. 4 points. Yeah, he got wrecked. Small doesn't. I don't like small in this spot.
Yeah, the key is the wetter the board, the bigger we bet, right? And this board's pretty wet. If this was like King 4-6, then 7K is probably the right answer.
Yeah, I mean, in our target range, we have a lot of 10X versus King X draws. 6X has to call. Straight draws have to call. Like, just eat. If he folds, he wasn't calling anyway.
Yep.
Fine. B Money says, shit, Slovakia. How about this? What are we doing? 27 for Bacon Bates.
Check to check jam, says Disc. Jam for contrast for pot and a half.
Betoslovakia. 27. Dog is going all in.
V27s. Bunch of 27s.
Yeah, we got a check for B Money, an all in for Dog, and then some 27 taquito stew. A lot of draws out there now. 27K. All right, cool. What are you guys doing over there?
27 for most people, but disc checking.
Disc checking? Mm-hmm. All right, cool. 27. 55% again. Snap 55%. You jam, you get called by better. I think only thing that
I don't like jamming. I'm just
ace
wondering.
6 or ace 10.
27 seems right. I was just thinking like we start to lose the 10x. Potentially we start to lose flush draw, but yeah, 27 seems right.
Yeah, you don't lose flush draw. You charge flush draw. Fuck losing it. I mean,
if you go all in, you lose flush draw.
Yeah. Oh, okay. By going all in. Yeah. I thought you were just advocating a check. I'd much rather go 27 than anything. I like the SPR. It creates going into the river. 50 plus. Yeah, it's just has to be 27, right?
Feels right.
All right, cool. 27 it is. Let me see. Make sure Stu is going 27 as well. Let's do it.
All right.
please. All right. Whew.
This is a cool spot. In general, when there are 2 flush draws available, you should almost always be betting on the big side when you are betting because you're essentially very polarized when you're betting, right? You have a really good made hand or a decent draw. So betting small, I think, is already out of the question. Also, when you bet small, you give your opponent really good odds to draw, which is not great because they're not making an error, right? You make money when your opponents mess up. Checking is also out of the question because a lot of your opponent's marginal made hands are going to be a king or a 10 or a 6 that will definitely not bet if check to. So we're either betting pretty big or really big, either medium or big. And I think at this stack depth, an overbet all in is fine. The problem is it's kind of difficult to get called by too many worse hands, right? We're going to get called by maybe ace 10 and ace 6, but obviously the opponent could have queen jack as well. I think if we go smaller, like 27,000 though, we're going to get called by any king, any 10, any 6, especially if it has some sort of gut shot to go with it, like jack 10. So I think 27,000 is pretty nice, and that also gives the opponent a little bit of room to jam all in as a bluff if they feel inclined.
Here comes a bad river card.
If this was a slightly different scenario, say it was like king 10, 6, 5 of clubs, then I don't hate shoving at all because then the opponent can easily call it off with a king and maybe even hero call with a 10. Whereas in this scenario, if the opponent does have a king or a 10 or a 6, they're just going to fold because I obviously have a lot of aces in my range. So there certainly are times to overbet all in on the turn for 1.5x pot or so, but I don't think this is it. We bet 27. They call. River's a 3 of diamonds. Ugh.
That was going to be the jack of diamonds.
Should we check, bet 22,000, or go all in?
Yeah, go get that value, Simpson. Go get it.
Now what? The flush gets there.
I know what I'm doing right away.
The nuts. Oh. Toe nose. Bow nose and toe nose.
Mm-hmm. I made this mistake a few times in the tag team, and then the 600 where I went deep, I was like, nope, not missing it. Not fucking this spot up.
Barf. B Money says bet 22.
What are we doing, guys? You shook.
No, fuck it all in if he's not turning his hand into a bluff. I'm all in. 22. I see a block bet fold.
Disco with the jet call.
Block bet 22. I could see a small block bet, but I am a check call mode now. All interesting stuff. What's the army doing? I mean,
I see check call for disc, 22 for Jerome, and rebuy please saying definitely shook.
Definitely shook. Oh, shit. Yeah, Stu is blocking 22.
Cool.
Toe?
Blocking 22 and folding.
God, there's going to be 140, 150. And then
What does he jam that's worse? What does he jam that's worse? He never jams. Ace 10.
King of diamond.
Which you block.
Yeah, I'm about to cry. How the fuck will we block?
There's no bluffs. And it's always better to bet fold than check call.
Because the problem is, what if he ever just decides he just jams? I don't know. Yeah. This is an interesting SPR spot. Diamond get there. We have the king of diamonds. I can't imagine putting in money at folding would be given SPR, but would he ever do it with worse? This is disgusting as fuck. Rip it and just shrug it off and say, fuck it, I had 2 pair.
A bunch of check calls coming into my chat now.
All right, we are going block bet 22. I'm not sure what I'll do, to be honest with you. I can see 22 a lot if I'm playing what feels like blocking, but then blocking and folding getting this price feels ridiculous, but you probably always beat because he doesn't. He even just called you with 2 pair. He doesn't even jam 2 pair over the top, a worse 2 pair.
Right.
Yeah, that's the disgusting
10,
part.
6, king 10, king 6, king 3, all flat.
I feel like we're 80%.
Ace 10.
How do we fold? I don't know, dog. That's what I'm trying to like. How could I ever not put in all the rest of my money at this SPR?
No bluffs. Always fold.
All right, let's go 22.
All right, we're checking. That's what disc is doing.
That's what Stu's going 22.
We obviously did not want a diamond or a club to come on the river.
Jam!
Or a jack or
Thank fucking
queen.
God.
To get caught by
Diamond,
what,
though.
JL?
So the question is
Thank God.
if we check, will the opponent ever bluff? If you think your opponent has a lot of potential bluffs and you think they will very frequently bluff, then checking's great because we're obviously check calling, right? We're not check folding. I want to make that crystal clear. Even though flush came in, we're obviously check calling because we have the top 2 pair. And we beat some value bets. Whenever you beat some value bets like ace 10 or ace 6 or king 10 or ace 3, random backdoor draw, I don't know if they can even have that. Probably not. No, they can't have that. Whenever you beat a lot of value bets, you cannot fold. So we're not folding. Question becomes, is it better just to bet for straight up value or check? And I have to imagine if the opponent does have a hand like slow played 10-6 in this scenario, or king queen or jack 10, they're just always going to check it. So if they're always going to check these perhaps value hands, perhaps marginal made hands turn into a bluff, then we definitely want to bet ourselves. Because if the opponent does have a flush, we're losing anyway, so we don't really care about the flush. We're mainly concerned about how the opponent plays the bluffs if we check. And there are some bluffs available, right? Like the opponent could easily have jack 9, 9 7.
I want to know what 22 is worth.
Queen 9, etc. Especially if they had clubs.
1 point for 22?
Would definitely consider bluffing.
1.
So if your opponent has a lot of those hands, you should be more inclined to bluff. In this spot, they probably just don't have all that many because we did bet kind of big on the turn. So for that reason, I think we just want to value shove all in for half pot. I mean, realize it is all in. It is 20 big blinds, but it's only
half pot.
So
that's why I said
I think it's pretty easy all in this scenario, even though when we do get called, we are going to lose a decent chunk of the time against a flush or a straight. We do shove, opponent folds, and we move on to the next hand.
And my only problem is, like you said, like when we get called, we're beat. And
I ran
it.
It's a full frequency jam.
That's cool. I just think when we get called, we're beat so often, like you said. Oh, Disc, it's okay. This is a weird one. This is definitely a weird one. Lisa Suerte says, I study every day and I'm still always wrong. You just got to keep putting in the work. It takes a long time to be a JL.
What if the hand he was going to call off for 22, he just decides if I'm going to call off for 22, I may as well jam, which is like 2 pair, and then you fucking fold ace king.
I just think that doesn't happen very much. I think it's a very low percentage situation.
I mean, it might, but you end up folding the best hand ever. Ever. It's a nightmare when there's that much in the pot. When you bet something and there's like quarter pot left, you have to call it off.
Yeah, but they don't. We're talking about a what if that almost never happens.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, this is so high up in the equity range. And then the solver also never does it for when there's half pot. It never blockers when the pot's this small. In all the situations we had live, the SPRs were much deeper and we were like equal stacks. So we have, when it's all said and done, we got a 25.
We got wrecked hard on this one. It was tough post-glob.
What'd you get?
You got it. 17. No, we got wrecked.
We got it wrecked, but
we got wrecked. Swish.
I gotta watch out for you. You like to slow roll me, so let's go, Stu. Well done, my friend.
Slow roll me.
Yeah, you always be slow
we got him shook.
Yeah, we got PTSD over you slow rolling me. I'm always gotta be on my aware. Good job, man. Make sure to whisper me congratulations, and you'd rather jam and be a cooler than jam and be pissed because you feel like you made the wrong play.
No, there's not a lot of more value in check calling Disc because they don't have any bluffs. Like when we check, they're just never bluffing. And so they're going to check back an overwhelming percentage of the time, which means we get no more value.
I ran that spot and it never likes it. No, it's...
Simpson says, this side looks really helpful. Need to check it out. Here is the link for you. 1, 2, this is not the only content they have. They have full courses that you can take. They have webinars every week with these coaches where you can go live and talk to them directly and ask them questions. And so there's a lot of value in this one. Just because you won the hand doesn't mean you extracted the most value, my friend. And also, Poker Coaching Discord. It is free. It is, oops, not that one, this one. It is free. It is open to the public. There's 4 study groups a week. 6 that I do, a more in-depth one on Thursdays that you guys can join. There's a hand history room. There's giveaways every week. So make sure you check that out as well. I think we got time for one more.
One more. Last one. We'll end it with Cat Jam. So
predictable.
I love it so much. I just love seeing shit move in chat.
What quiz do you want to do?
Fucking 12-year-old. If you're gonna, there it is. There's the cat jam. I'm just now loading up for me.
Simpson, if you sign up for the free, you also get, I think it's 20 quizzes, big blind charts for 100 blinds or more, and a few of the homework assignments. So easy for you to get a little taste for nothing. Which one?
Affleck or more solver practice to end the session?
Pick it.
Solver practice with 9-10
right.
suited
1703.
Yes. 1703. We're going to end it with some James Romero. I'm a huge fan.
Into the aquarium we go.
Into the aquarium we go.
Into the aquarium looking for fish. See what I did there?
You're in your game this morning. Okay. All right, I'm ready to roll it whenever you are, man.
I still have a couple of cat jams rolling in.
All right, yeah, if you guys want to get in there, I only have 5 eligible. A lot of the same repeat offenders out there as well.
Oh, all right, Slacker, I got you.
All right, fuck it. I'm rolling it.
All
Any
right, so-
WSOP cashes? Yeah, I cashed. Went deep in the mini main. Made day 2. Got like 400.
And I went deep in the 600 deep stack.
Vaping Bates. Let's go. You've been hanging around all day. What up, Holy Rast? It's good to see you, man.
Contrast
From League?
with the fresh cut coming in to win the last quiz.
Hey, Vaping Bates. Let's go, fam. Good luck, man.
God damn it, ACR. Quit fucking off.
All right, we're going to do the 9-10 suited, which was... Oh, my God, I lost
1703.
it. Oh, yep, lost it. 1703, got it.
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Cutoff raises off of 60 bigs. What percentage of hands should we be playing here from the button?
Here we are. Cutoff opens off of 60 big. What percentage of hands should you be playing? Including 3-bets. Calls, 3-bets, all of it. What are we doing? Yeah, dog, you missed it. This cat ain't fucking around on these quizzes. It is not your standard run-of-the-mill.
No, these are the good hard ones.
Yep.
All right, Slacker, you're hooked up.
Horn, did you meet him when we were out there? No, you didn't run into him. Was he walking with us when we ran into him?
With Romero?
Yeah. I thought he was walking with us.
It was Mark.
Me, you, Mark.
I think it was Mark and Donkanese.
Oh, that's right.
What percentage are we calling here, right? Is it calling from the button?
What? Play. Just play. Calling and 3-betting. What percentage should we be playing?
With the cutoff open in front, what percentage are we doing from the button, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. Looking at the percentages, it easily answers my question.
Yep. All right, what are we doing here, guys? 30 for Siberian.
30 for everybody in my chat for Lisa's birthday.
Total.
Simpson, contrast 30. 30 for Jerome.
Vaping Bake goes 25. Hook of Bucks going 25 as well. Total 30 then. Orange going 20. 20 for Smoking J.
Everybody going 30 in my chat.
Cool. The more aggressive mistakes, fuck it. Fuck them up. Oh, those are going to be quacks. God damn it.
Quack. That's my favorite part of the whole video.
Oh, no.
Quack.
Feel like dude's about to...
This mother quack.
All right.
25 for Slacker. 25 for Slacker. 30 for everybody else, including Mr. Contrast.
Been on vacation a week. I can barely... I'm going on vacation next week, and I'm taking a week off of poker. It's going to be weird. All right. 25 here. Your guy already answered?
Yeah, 30 for Contrast. I mean, it's somewhere between 25 and 30.
Has to be, right?
Sounds about right.
Yeah, instead of like, if we just visualize our chart, right? Like, we're just going to be 3-betting.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling 25.
Like strong linear. You feeling 25?
30 wouldn't surprise me.
All right, cool. We're going to go 25 as well. I'm kind of feeling, obviously, somewhere in here. I'm not, 15's tight as shit.
Yeah, so
22 tight. Yeah. So, yep, 25. For us, let's do it.
30 for us. Let's find out.
So we're going to be playing 30% of hands here from the button. 20% are going to be
That's right.
called, and 10% are going to be 3-bet. Of our 3-betting range, it's going to be about half bluffs, half value. The value is going to be obviously our strongest hands, and the bluffs will be hands with very good blocker qualities, and preferably offsuit hands. So King 10, King Jack, King Queen, Ace 10 off. Hands like this, and King 5, King 6, King 7 suited, Queen 5, Queen 6, Queen 7 suited. Are all very nice candidates. Some ace-x suited as well. As for flatting, we're going to be flatting deuces through 9s, suited Broadway, offsuit Broadway, and even some suited king x and some suited 1-gappers like 8-6 suited. We call. Flop is 5, 6, 8. We'll cut off mostly be checking or betting all flop textures after getting one button caller.
Ooh, ooh, ooh! The first solver work I ever did was this spot. I know the answer.
Calm down, jeez.
Put percentages out there for this one. I know it. Ooh!
Brag post.
What are we doing from the cutoff most often on most flops? Cutoff versus button flat.
If you're a live player, you think about this spot much differently. Let me just say that.
If you're a live player, you mess up this spot every time. Said, wow, nerd, calm down. Save some for the rest of us.
I know, right? Jeez.
Hellfire says, betting. This says, what is the cutoff doing most often? Cutoff open, button flat. On most flops, most of the time. Betting, says Contrast.
Betting, says Keto.
We want to know what he should be doing most often, Jerome. He has not acted yet.
No, but the cutoff should be going. Yep.
Right. Yeah. He said, did the cutoff check? And we don't know yet.
All betting.
Simpson checking, and then everybody else betting.
This is so wrong. Students pay me $100 an hour for this kind of shit, and you guys are getting it here just showing up for free.
What? It's not free. JL's paying your ass.
Fair enough.
Tea drinking punk betting. Everybody betting except for Sim.
Everybody betting.
Sin and Horn.
No, I think. Wait a minute. Did we already go?
Make sure I'm good. There. Contrast is betting.
Vaping is betting as well.
Cool. We have an 80% check range. Cutoff versus blind. 80% checking on all flops overall. 80%.
You be checking the log, guys.
Checking.
Well, if you think about it,
aces here.
So, guys, the best way to think about this when you're in the cutoff, your opening range is tighter than their calling range. So, recognize that James said 30% of hands we're going to be playing here. Your cutoff range is going to be more than 30%. You're opening more than 30% of hands in the cutoff. So, them being in position and having a tighter range than your opening puts you in a pretty tough spot, right? So, just think about those kind of things. Mm-hmm. So you're going to be checking a lot because you're going to be out of position to a range that's better than yours.
80% checking.
All right, so we said betting.
Everybody said betting.
All right, but let's go ahead and bring it.
So the cutoff will have about a 38%
right.
raise first in pre-flop, and the button is flatting, like we said, about 20% of hands. The button's hands are more condensed. They don't have ace 5 off, some of the weaker holdings that cutoff might have, and then also button is in position. So cutoff is going to be doing mostly checking out of position, especially on a board like this one, suited boards, low boards, etc. So cutoff checks, in position bets, half pot. The strongest hands in cutoff's range will be playing slow or fast on this board texture.
Oh, weird question. The strongest hands will be playing slow or fast on this board texture.
Well done, Siberian. Hell yeah. One of the only checking out of position. And I think this is the biggest mistake that I've seen from playing live poker.
C-betting out of position.
Nobody check. Everybody just interprets that when you check, you're weak in live poker. If you opened, these guys are getting shit on because they're just betting everything and don't know what to do on the turn.
Get floated, lost.
Yeah, I would just eat people alive by just calling and then they check the turn.
Or by checking strong and getting them to punt off. Absolutely. Our strongest hands from the cutoff are going to be playing their hands slow or fast on this board texture. Trying to think of like the strongest hands here.
Live rigs a bet. Do tell me more. They're not. Nobody's studying this kind of shit at all.
Hands. Yeah, this 0%. Is a tough one.
Well, strongest like queens and aces can check call. Overpairs that need protections can check raise.
What about
I am
sets?
Slow playing top set.
Contrast what are you doing, buddy? Playing it slow, playing it fast. Your best hands from the cutoff.
Vaping vape says fast. What do you guys do? Still waiting on?
I'm still waiting for contrast.
Fair enough.
Slow for slacker.
Slow for slacker. Legit had this exact.
Slow for Jerome.
Ooh, this
slow for contrast.
All right, yeah, I mean it's pretty mixed here with slow and fast. It literally might be.
Are you looking at the solver?
50-50. Not yet.
Oh.
I was just clicking this straight.
What the fuck am I doing with like set of sixes?
It feels like
eights.
I need to cut you off.
Good.
No, just thinking like it feels like this SPR for the cutoff on a board this dry. I feel like we would probably slow because even when we check raise, they get to play in a position, realize equity with all kind of very strong draws in hands. Whereas if we call here, we keep our range wider and we can reevaluate maybe check raise later streets or clean turns. It feels like this is so connected and hits their range with a lot of different hands that I would still be playing it slow because I don't know if I could stack off versus some two pairs and sets.
So not raising like sets and not raising aces.
I don't think I'm raising aces. Maybe maybe turn. This is tough.
Tough. Yeah, super tough.
It really is.
That's where I'm struggling.
Slow
seems like the right answer on a board this wet that's going to be super dynamic and change on the turn a lot.
Yeah. If you can just check raise, get called with aces, and then it's the fucking 7 of hearts.
9. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you've torched it on like the 9 of hearts after you check raise and they call. Blech. You know what I'm saying? It's
a tough one.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, I would tend to slow, but I don't know. That was good. Let's go ahead and see.
Contrast says slow. I think that's the right answer. Let's find out.
Wait a minute. I got to make sure I click what he said. Damn, I can't find you. You guys got to tag me, man. I can't find you in chat. What did you do, bro? You got to tag me. Did he say slow or fast?
I don't know.
No.
I'm only driving my stream.
All right, he said slow.
Cool.
He said fast.
Oh.
Let's go.
He said fast. Contrast said slow. Let's find out.
Cutoff is going to be playing a fast strategy with
too wet.
Most of his strength. You can see here that on the turn, Cutoff is going to be raising small to 10 big blinds with almost all pocket pairs above the 8 and even some
aces and kings do flat,
ace 8 suited, ace 8 off.
Yep.
This is a very wet board, so Cutoff wants to get in a lot of money with overpairs when we're this shallow. We can expect that if stacks were deeper, 100 big blinds, 200 big blinds in a cash game, we would see more check calling. But when stack sizes are this short, he can get it in a little bit lighter for value. So we see a lot of raising, and that also means he's going to be raising a lot as a bluff to balance out all of that value.
8-9 was the check raise.
So Cutoff calls, King of Spades on the turn. What should we be doing with 10-9 of Spades?
Fucking goosed. Goosed on the flop. Yeet.
Slow as goose?
Slow as goosed.
GG.
Yeah.
Yeah, GG. I mean, yeah, you get a goose. Now we have to get a goose. Vaping vapes. Hold strong, my friend. Don't get goosed.
Hold strong.
Hold strong. Don't fuck this up.
What are we doing now?
All right, Vaping Vapes. This exact spot happened at Jack's in the cutoff versus button. Flop was 679. Apparently, you just go broke at 60.
The question is what size do we go on the turn king, if at all? 50% pot or check?
Kiddo's checking.
250s and 100%.
Pot.
50 for Felicia's birthday.
Woo-wee. Vaping Vapes is checking. We have no equity.
These ones are fun. These ones are so hard. I like them.
Yeah, the Romero's quizzes are the new Faraz.
Yeah.
We might have to start the new Faraz quiz.
These are way harder than Faraz, in my opinion. Especially like I do solver work, and even still, I'm like, ooh, these are tough questions.
Because he's asking in like a different kind of way to make you think about the ranges, and yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
Chip Critic, good morning with the check. What the rest of you guys doing? 50%
quiet over here
for contrast.
Homie out here making us all look dumb. Well, he is one of the best players in the world, so. And that shit gets thrown around a lot, but he plays 25Ks and shit on the reg, so.
Yeah, and he puts you in hard spots on purpose.
Yeah. I check realize, dog says. Check realize. So yeah, that's gonna be it. I mean, Vaping Vapes is checking as well.
Couple of checks, lots of 50s in my chat.
What are you doing here, Joe?
I ain't gonna lie and say I don't check to realize here a lot. However, the king is a decent bluff card, but do we ever get a 6 to fold?
Why is
and what is he calling with? Like flush draw, 7, like none of that's folding turn. And I don't really want to triple this board off so much. In game, I would check. Yeah, so that's my answer.
Yeah, I think I would always check here as well. It feels like when cutoff check calls, that king is going to do relatively well for his range, whereas it feels like it's going to be better for his range than ours. We don't block a lot of king, queen, king, jack. Even ace, king might check call this board, and we don't block any of that. So I would check, realize equity, and then maybe decide to turn my hand into a bluff on some board rivers that are really good runouts for my range. But I would just always check here. And I wonder if Romero wants us to bet.
And having a 9 and a 10 in our hand sucks, right? Because us having a 9 and a 10 it blocks a lot of the floats, like the draw floats that the cutoff is going to have, right? Like they don't have, 9x draw and 7 or and then 10x draw very much. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice to make ace high fold here, right? We unblock ace highs. Yeah, so we can make something like ace jack, ace queen, and all that. But I think we get to make those fold on some rivers if he checks back to us on river as well. We can then go for it on some runouts. But let's go ahead and check, and let's see if Romero prefers us to bet. I do see a lot of bets out there as well, so let's go ahead and see.
Yeah, you don't suck contrast. These are really hard, man. Let's do it.
The button's going to have a pretty aggressive turn strategy here, betting about half of the time because the flop was good for his range. A lot of his semi-bluffs will have equity going to the river. Also, the King X hits his bluffing range, his flop bluffing range pretty squarely. So he gets to value bet almost all King X here and then also mix in a lot of decent equity bluffs. However, 10-9 is actually one of those hands that has too much equity to bet here. The button prefers to bet hands like ace deuce suited, ace 3 suited, ace 4 suited, and some random blocker queen jack, queen 10 type of hands. Flush draws are actually mostly checked back on this turn, and that's because they have so much equity. Flush draws and 10-9 really hate to get raised on this turn. A hand like 8-7 suited, however, is it's a weaker value hand right now, but it doesn't mind getting raised, so that hand will be bet more often. So 10-9 will be checked. 4 of spades on the river. The cutoff has pocket 7s. What should he do here?
This went check.
The cutoff. What should the cutoff do?
I think I know the answer to this one.
Me too.
Study stream was interesting. Different way to look at hands. Yeah, Chip Critic, like, this is the way the best players are looking at hands. So, and it takes a long time to kind of think this way, be the solver, and a lot of practice, and working with people who do this a lot to help you kind of, shortcut the process. It's good. It's hard.
Who says 35%, 35%. Pot. Hey, Slim Fit Baby. My man. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks you for the 31 months, fam. Button looks capped on turn, so check and let him bluff.
A lot of 35%'s coming through. Simpson going for max value with the 100% pot.
Hey, gifted one to Frosty as well. My man, thank you for gifting that sub, fam.
$35 for contrast.
Cheers, spasm. Pot it.
Give him a chance to bluff.
Vapes is potting that bitch. Wants to be polar. Bet equity like a boss. It went check on turn, correct?
It went check on turn.
Check.
Yep.
I got you for a year, my G.
35. Lots of 35s. One pot. Marlon says, better late than never, literally on the last question of the last quiz of the day. So technically, he made it. He scooted in.
Machine gun. I mean, this is interesting. All right, everybody.
Final answer, contrast, because now you are contradicting yourself. Which one?
He legit gifted me for the whole year. Really? Has gifted you a gifted. Damn, he gifted a year's worth of subs.
Oh, shit.
Crazy. What a legend. Good looking out, Slim Fit. That's some legendary shit.
What up, Tino?
Man.
Final answer, contrast.
Come on. This man's been getting my prime. Much love, guys. Appreciate the support.
63% off the rails for Chip Critic. We're going with 35. We're going 35, contrast, 5. 4. 35. Final answer. All right, cool.
You went 35?
Yeah. Pot for me. You got to guys remember, too, like, we potted and 150% pot, all these bluffs in previous quizzes. We got to do it with value, too. You got to be balanced. Otherwise, it's always a bluff and you get picked off. So, pot.
Toe just that's you crushed it there. I can't even follow up there. All quizzes, all the work we've done in the prior quizzes, potting in these spots. We're gonna be polar. We're gonna have missed flush draws and stuff like that. They were just gonna pot as a bluff. You check back is a little bit capped. Cutoff is going to pot, I would guess. All the other sizes don't really make sense. 35%, no, 50%. I never see it. It's either 35% or pot, and I would just pot. So I don't know.
Marlon would be late to his own funeral. Marlon would fall asleep and miss his own funeral. He'd fall asleep in his lazy boy.
I missed you out there, man, when I was in Vegas. Next time, friend, next time. All right, let's do it. 100% pot.
35% for contrast. Let's see.
Please pot.
So after breaking down the button range, we know that the button is very capped coming to this river. He's not going to have a lot of 7x. He's not going to have a lot of King X. So the cutoff should be playing a pretty aggressive strategy with his value hands. He should be value
8 points for the 35, though.
He should be value betting almost all of his straights. And therefore, what that allows him to do is to bluff a lot as well. So the cutoff is going to have a fairly high betting frequency on this specific river. And with sevens, we're definitely going to be value betting here. Anywhere between 70 and 100% pot is okay. And 10-9 folds.
I thought there was going to be another part to it. We have a 43.
Oh, you guys did really well on a tough quiz. 30 points for us.
Crushed it. Yeah, that was a really tough one.
Super tough.
Yeah, we griefed the pre-flop stuff a little bit, then we crushed it post-flop. Vaping, dates. Well done, my friend, and thanks for hanging out. Good job, man. That was the tough. We're gonna. It looks like Romero's making a lot more content with these quizzes, so this is what we have to look forward to, and I'm excited to do these every week. You know, I think this makes us all better, and he's teaching us real strong GTO concepts here to help you guys get better.
Oh no, Contest says it was his first loss to the Mafia.
I got it.
It was going to happen eventually.
Yes. Good job.
We had to go with the super hard quiz to get you, Contrast. He still did. He said, I'm going to smoke weed. Fuck this shit.
Yeah, Romero's our new geek superstar now that Faraz... Yeah, Faraz ain't made a quiz in like 4 or 5 months, man. I ain't seen it.
Yeah, he's doing the series. He front loaded all his quizzes so we could take this time off. Hey, Simpson, thanks for hanging out, buddy. I appreciate it. We do this every week, Saturday, noon Eastern, guys. And if you want to see this one or anyone we've seen in the past, we've had a lot of these guys on the stream before. There's the YouTube channel link. You can check out everyone we've ever done. We've had, who have we had? Affleck and Tristan Wade. We've had Faraz. We've had Greg Raymer, Jesse Sylvia, Bet on Drew, Fat Train. We've had Polka Bras. We've had... Melissa2141, Jay Smith, Lappy. Go check all those out. A lot of crushers.
Yeah, he said... Nah, only person that really... Justin got 4th in the 3K. And I was there all day on the rail.
4th for 200.
Like the entire day for like 194. So yeah, that was fun. That was the only... I consider him part of the Mafia. You know, I recruited that kid to get into poker a long time ago. Mm-hmm. So yeah, he got 4th in that, and we made some runs. It was fun, man. Vegas was very good.
Horn made a run.
Profitable. Horn made a run as usual. He only comes out to Vegas and makes runs. The shit's too easy. So yeah, but thank you guys for the support. Make sure to give my man GodsBigToe a follow. Shout out GodsBigToe. So make sure to hit that follow button. Show my man some love. I'm probably gonna stream tomorrow unless I really don't feel it, but I'm gonna try to stream tomorrow. But I think today's session was really good. I feel like everybody leveled up a little bit. Everybody that was min raising from the small blind, cut that shit out. Everything else is good, you know.
Yeah, and then we learned a lot about potting, both for bluffs and for value. So good stuff. Good stuff. Who you want to throw those to? I see Arlie and I see Bras. Those are most obvious options.
Bras every time. All right, cool. Yeah, we're gonna raid or host. Do you raid or host?
I mixed it up.
I don't. Yeah, I'm a raid. Poker Bras. And yeah, thank you guys. Hit that follow button. And yeah, I'll probably be back tomorrow, if not Monday for sure. And I won't be back next Saturday. I have vacation, so I'll be out of here. But
cool,
all right, guys. Peace out.
The problem with raid is then you have to wait the 10 seconds. With host, it goes automatically.
I know. Yeah, that is. Amy, thank you for that follow. Take care, guys. I'm out. Peace. Boom. All right, my dude.